With third place and 50 championship points, it's going to be nice. So let us know who you think it is going to be. Show your support by tweeting at LOL Esports with the hashtag IMTWin or the hashtag TLWin. And as always, we'll check in with your votes throughout the game and tally those up to see who you are voting for. Obviously, change it throughout. Things are going to go back and forth. You may love, you may hate. That's what we love. It's esports, and we're going to be getting into the third place match right now. It is Immortals versus Team Liquid here at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on the Rift.
And already a pretty interesting little pickup here. Phoenix actually going to start Dark Seal, which is not something that you see very often. You know, Dark Seal has been kind of making its way into the meta, but in combination with the Corrupting Flask on Echo, and it's not something that you really...
29 to 15 on Lorlos, yeah, so Huni definitely up in that. 53 to 48, so Full Belter now with getting those Doran's rings, as you were mentioning, and the Negatron cloak able to kind of just sit in front of Phoenix. Nice parallel convergence. This is definitely going to get messy for Immortals, but I don't think anybody should go down here.
Phoenix roamed first.
Oh, Huni, definitely a big mistake there. A very good eye, guys, and it looks like he will be first blood. Reignover's forced to leave in behind.
And that's huge. I mean, smart by Huni not to blow the flash after he did, you know, kind of whiff on that body slam, but he didn't actually see the minion behind him, and the minion does block the body slam. He got no distance, and he's just going to get chased down for an easy first blood.
Absolutely trying to deny Reignover in this game.
Exactly. And what happened in the TSM versus Immortals set is Svenskeren kept going into the jungle as Graves against Reignover, and Dardoch's trying to do the same.
He may have overstayed his welcome, though.
Oh, Magical Journey. Oh, Lorlo going in. Piglet and Lorlo go in. Dardoch and Matt have committed to going out. They're forced to run back around. Lorlo, very tanky in this one with the chrono break, but he cannot stay long enough. That's going to be Matt possibly.
Ultimate from Huni.
From Reignover, or Huni, yes, thank you. Reignover almost dies, was what I wanted to say. And they get out alive on that one, only losing Adrian. What a fight, and Huni to come in at the last second.
That was a big overextension there from
By
TL.
1,000 now. See how they stretch this one. Matt still trying to be a nuisance in this side of the jungle.
Oh, didn't stun.
He's still in trouble, though.
No flash.
Should be able to get this kill. You can see the old Sworn just on the other side.
Oh!
Turtle was going to let him die.
15 HP. He got it calculated. He's like, you know what? You got to go back anyway. I'm not going to waste the time.
I've done the math.
Though.
Oh, man. Huni just picked up a kill for himself, but gets that taken away. And that's an assist and a kill going over to Lorlo.
So waiting for the cull to actually cash over here from Piglet. And Wild Turtle is up 1,000 gold.
Oh, flash forward from Phoenix. Not able to get him, though.
Right in the top as well. Quick draw over the wall. Huni uses that a little early. Could have let him come closer. Lorlo may go all the way this time. He saves himself. The burn's going to be there, but he gets the passive heal. Out of the ability to use Huni, keeping himself alive, and now Adrian and the team might be on the chase. It's a slow one, but it looks like with that Monsoon, they want to keep the connection. The Cosmic Bindings left and right from Matt.
Adrian just got absolutely deleted there. What a binding by Matt to turn that one around. It looked like Lorlo was completely gone once the tornado caught him.
Gotta get those chimes, man. He's doing it well.
And TL's looking to get something done here in the mid lane, try to get some damage down on this turret. You can see Dardoch come around from the side.
Tempered Fate.
Matt
looking to see how they're going to get out of this one. Adrian saves himself with a Storm Shield. Now they're on to Phoenix. He pulls back to the Mimic, and it looks like he could go down. There's no follow-up to come in yet. Turtle, Fate's call, but does Adrian go in? He's so low, he goes down instantly. How many are they going to trade, and was it worth? That's Huni that's going to fall now. Liquid starts to turn around, but Turtle says, I'm going to get a double. Looking for the triple and possibly a... A double coming in from Belter. Can he get three? Looking for the full house on Phoenix, but he's going to get away.
Skewered like a shish kebab there. Phoenix gets away, but Pole Belter slides in and gets two with one Q.
He actually lost about 80% of his HP to try to potentially take down the support from the other team. And at that point, the team fight was basically lost, but Reignover is in some trouble here, and so is Phoenix.
Turtle! Whoa!
Still slowed.
Turtle going hard. No, he knows Matt has to use that. The next Ren would have taken him down for at least another hit. Turtle is chasing, knowing he has the kill. Over the wall goes Huni, and there goes Phoenix.
Seems like TL is just a little bit desperate here. They're trying to make things happen just time after time after time, and Immortals has gotten a lead, and they are punishing them big time.
You look where the kills are.
Absolutely.
You have 4 onto the Callista, and you have 2 onto the Azir. This is exactly where you want your gold on the Immortals side.
Here comes the ult from Matt.
All right, that's
Turtle's
a disengage. Turtle needs that top mid and bottom lane member. No, he doesn't. He goes in by himself, knowing the cavalry is riding in right behind him. Now they're on to Lorlo. The chrono break is only to say, walk this way. The distraction splits Immortals, and it actually splits the power they have in this fight. They're gonna pull back and now tempt Liquid with a Baron.
I mean, what are TL doing? Dardoch and Matt just went in on a solo mission by themselves. The rest of the team was nowhere to be found, and Immortals once again gonna make them pay big, and this is a Callista ready to rend this Baron. We'll see if they can do anything.
I don't think they can. Adrian with the Monsoon to keep both Phoenix and Lorlo out of the pit. Multiple gold here, and look at this. They're gonna try. TL's gonna try what threw Immortals off in the last game.
Oh, he gets him on the outside of the minion. That's a turtle down. They crack the trap shell. Can they get any more? Pobelter gets locked up as well. There's enough to drop him, but it's 2 from Matt. A double kill for the Bard.
And just like in the TSM series, you camp a bush, Immortals walk too far forward, and they get punished.
10 to 8, 25 minutes in. Things are getting real rowdy here as 2 members of Immortal are down, and Team Liquid's getting pushed back in the mid lane, it seems here. They're trying to fight Huni. They should be able to get him after this real long fight. And now Liquid turns around that fight in the mid lane. Piglet's trying to make it happen with Matt, and here comes Phoenix again once he gets a little bit of HP. This turret should be able to drop, but Immortals...
Oh, what a binding!
Oh my god!
No, there's the repel. He's gonna go down, so will the turret. Does Immortals get there too slow? Turtle very low. But Liquid, they are forced to back. They can't see past that. Sorry, Huni has that teleport, so we can play kind of off the ball in that sense to see if we can bait Liquid into something they don't want. Hook, line, and sinker maybe right here. Pobelter over the wall to try and take 2 on. They stop Turtle. That may be the DPS they needed to shut down. Fate's call over the wall. That's going to be Liquid dropping to the ground as Immortals just pile on each other. Safety in numbers and also power. 13 to 11. They spread that gold lead to 4K.
Because he's their consistent DPS. You have an assassin in the mid lane. He's not going to be deleting these tanks. The only way you have to kill the front line is Piglet. He has to stay alive. He has to put out damage.
And once again, though, TL actually make it to the dragon first. Trap line is set up, so they have to walk all the way around instead of eating it. And that's going to be the first dragon there, but they still want to fight. Huni's on Piglet!
Oh, the flash body into Piglet. One more hit, he goes down. That's going to be the burn. Dardoch gets thrown back. Eyes are on Lorlo as Immortals tries to assess what their damage dealer is. And it looks like they're going to focus out of this fight, knowing they have the aggression. Mid lane is open, so they're going to start pushing the others.
It's never even a thought for this map.
Immortals back to the Baron, though, and those spears are going to be stacking quick.
Going to be very hard.
Oh, it didn't hit Baron.
At all possible.
It didn't hit
it just missed, and they were actually right on the outside. You can see that it did affect on that ward. I don't know if this is going to be good for TL. They need to get out. Very low mana on Piglet, so he doesn't have really any disengage for himself. Only auto attacks. That's going to be 2 down. Dardoch and Phoenix fall. Reignover's the only one now for Immortals as Huni picks up another kill. And there goes the DPS on the side of Liquid. Once again, it's Lorlo, the only one that can run away from the fight.
And just like that, Baron buff is up. They have a wave. This has got to be the game here for Immortals. They're looking to pick up game number 1 over TL in this best of 5.
Absolutely strong. Coming out of the pick and ban phase, the Nidalee ban, the Azir take, and then with that blind pick, they went through the rest of the composition and really protected Turtle. Played well all around the map. And coming into the 3rd place match, Immortals making a very good case for themselves to take that spot.
Yep, 17-1 in the regular season. You know, they got swept, but we were talking, how's their mental state? And it looks damn good. They were on point. You know, they had that one brief lapse after they got the Baron. A couple guys got caught, but they rotated faster every single time. They were always grouped. They're in the right place, taking objectives, playing to win conditions, and fantastic initiations from Huni. You know, he was always to the fight fast. He was finding Piglet in every fight. And this is a champion that really fit for Huni.
The teams are going to put into action, and don't forget to update your predictions. Tweet at LOL Esports and hashtag IMTWin or hashtag TLWin to let us know your favorite, and keep updating those votes as we go. They do change throughout the games. We don't just take it and then it's up. It will change on that board. We are going to be getting into the second matchup. Immortals coming out very strong in game 1. In this 3rd place match, it is a best of 5. We're only getting into game 2, and Team Liquid still has a lot of room to work with here.
They couldn't figure out what really countered it, like talent or something like that. But look at this. Oh, missed Q.
Those are both
Reignover's here, though.
Both summoners for Matt. That should be the focus. He's an easy walk-in for the kill. Huni could turn around, help solidify this, but he almost gets one of his own on the TP over onto Phoenix if Dardoch didn't help. Keep Phoenix pushed up, even with the aggression he has found on Matt. A 5-4 here in the top lane as Huni finds a bit of an advantage, and also a push here from Turtle and Adrian. So they're going to be going hard on the top turret as a mid lane gets a little bit of luck. Dardoch, he goes back in as soon as Reignover reloads. That timing he saw to keep himself alive. And now they're going to try to take on Reignover. What a play. Do they also... Bite. Oh no, they give it back to Reignover.
Oh no, that was such a good play that went so wrong for TL.
They're so accelerated. Dardoch is 6. Yeah, Reignover is, but Piglet is 6. Wild Turtle's 4. The pressure that Team Liquid has right now.
Reignover over the wall, though, so Piglet being 6, I don't know how much it's going to matter here.
Yeah, they have pressure and levels, but if they aren't organized on the map, you lose it all. Oh. That's a kill going on to Matt, and now they have Piglet hanging out to dry. He flashes in to try and get the kill over on Huni. But the shield comes through.
Piglet flash shield for that. That is pretty. Turtle's going to be a great target as well. I mean, if you can get a body slam flash, but Phoenix is in trouble.
Look how this was set up. Phoenix was already hugging the left side. Dardoch is going to be able to solidify a kill with turret damage. Almost gets himself 2, but he was frozen in place before Pobelter went down.
Even if Phoenix gets up on top of him, it's going to be very dangerous for him.
They know Pobelter doesn't have any summoner spells, and look at this. Lorlo comes in.
Vengeful Maelstrom right on before they go into the turret. He's going to have to fight this one out. You bring it to the Snake's Den. You got to fight for it.
They're getting cut off right now by Pobelter.
And
there's a TP. Oh, but they're going to turn onto Turtle. Turtle's too far up, and they're going to TP behind him.
It's 14 minutes, so no home guards off of these TPs. It's going to be a slow walk, and Turtle's way too far away from home for that.
How is Teal going to get out of this, though? It's going to be awkward. Nice body slam.
Oh, Piglet. He could get out of this one. He actually puts himself on the top side of the fight. Now it's all faced into the lane. Dardoch goes down. Matt gets there just a second too late to the party. Piglet's trying to chase and help his team now. Phoenix starting to come around the corner, but is it too late? Lorlo fending off 4 members right now as Immortals look to chop down the tree. He's only going to do a little bit more. Maybe get Belzer. But they are able to pick it up.
So huge for
him on a more aggressive champion. It seems like he can still run the show. 4-0-3 right now on that. Oh. It looks like Team Liquid's trying to make something happen here in the mid lane. Immortals, however, they have that cast. Makes it very hard to walk up to the turret because they can engage themselves. Immortals going very, very hard for a quick kill there, but they do not find it on Phoenix.
Back and forth from these squads using summoner spells to try and engage, and then the counter engage comes out. Yep. It's just everybody's trying to at least get the hook so they can pull in the missing line.
Reignover going to pick up another one, is unstoppable now with his 5th kill, and Immortals looking for more.
A little stronger now coming from the side of Team Liquid if they choose to do so, but we're still looking for
Phoenix
this
from the side.
outer ring of turrets to get dropped. Glacial Fisher and True Shot Barrage cross over each other, and a very deleted Matt goes down. That's going to be Dardoch that follows. They thought they had the upper hand here, but are turned around and flipped upside down in their own head.
Piglet got it!
Piglet's going to go down the Howling Gale into one windy attack. It blows him right over. And that's going to be Lorlo getting himself out alive. Deja vu for him. Immortals is really keeping on pace with game number 1 here of the 3rd place match.
Yep. And Huni is up in the top lane. He's basing, getting ready to TP in case his team needs him, because TL wants to make something happen. This is the 3rd dragon. They don't want to give it. Oh, nice steal.
Spiked out by Dardoch. He's waiting for that body slam to get back over the wall. Nice push out on Pobelter, but the team knows collectively.
Oh, they stopped him.
This is not a fight. Glacial Fisher over to a 3-man ultimate, and they're going to start getting the clean up. Piglet goes down. We just said it was one fight to take the inhibitor, then another one to follow up on the Nexus. Is it all patched up in one? Is this the kid in Caboodle for Immortals? On for Huni. He's in a 2v1. Steadfast presence is down, and there is going to be enough time for Reignover to come over. These guys are just holding hands, taking a nice walk on the beach, and they're ready to bring even more cavalry to the show. On to Matt, and it's going to keep going.
Look like they have adapted to this meta.
That is an understatement. Performing, I mean, that 3-man ultimate flash into the.
I said immaculate.
That was just godlike. Huni is going off this game. Reignover is going off. This is the dynamic duo that everyone expected.
Going for broke, a nice push back. That was the Monsoon. Janna ultimate's out. This is going to be Huni giving himself up for the team, and Dardoch may not have
They
the
can honestly
chase.
give the next turret as well. Just wait for Huni. There's no reason to risk it at this point. They're enough ahead that they don't need to. But here goes Dardoch.
Pole Belter!
Oh, they
What
want
an ultimate
him.
from Cass!
Pole Belter going in. It's going to happen. That's going to be Turtle on the outside. He rents out too. Turtle going for a triple. That's going to be the quadra, and it's going to be Lorlo going down. Turtle comes up huge.
And Pole Belter, what an ultimate. He got the 4-man Cassiopeia ultimate. He says, I'm going to die, but I'm taking you with me. The Pole Belter just came up massive, and Wild Turtle makes him pay. That is going to be game number 2.
28 minutes, keeping it on pace. As I said before, they're right onto the Nexus turrets. 2 games in now, Immortals has not shown any stopping in their aggression from early sections of the game onto mid or even late. If we make it to the late game on this series, that's going to be the second Nexus turret going down. Matt doing his damnedest to be unbreakable for the team. The rest of Liquid spawns pouring out their last efforts in game number 2, and Immortals will take down Liquid to make it 2-0.
And Immortals are showing so many new things that they are performing incredibly well on. 2-1-10 for Huni, the incredible knockup with the Poppy ultimate, and 8-0-10 for the regular season MVP Reignover on Graves.
Or the hashtag TL win. That's not changing. Maybe your vote is. Keep it coming here. A lot of the TL fans are going to need you coming into this game 3. It is match point for that 3rd place for Immortals, and they are looking very strong with some average 30-minute maps coming in for the first 2 games of the series. Mandalay Bay lighting up here for game number 3. We're about to get onto the Rift. Liquid looking to keep their 3rd place hopes alive against Team Immortals.
He's going to have that set up for himself.
I don't know if you bounce it, though. I think you push it. Oh, TP to the bot side so he can catch the wave? What is Lorlo doing? What is he doing?
That did not just happen.
What is he doing?
Howling Gale goes out. They're going to see Reignover coming in too. This is going to be 4 people getting on this. Reignover doesn't pick anything up, but Lorlo TPs to the bot lane, and Lorlo staying safe. The TP's down though, so he is going to have a lot of trouble.
Oh, they're staying
finding a way in.
And Reignover doesn't have flash. He's going to get caught.
A lot of resources to send up there just to help Lorlo. Hopefully they can come up with something here.
It's a red buff. He's going to have the slow here.
End of the line hits. The rappel goes up, and that's going to be a finish kill. They're going to allow that to go to Lorlo. Actually, very smart play.
Lorlo TPing from the side.
Fate's call in, out. That level 5 still for Matt as Immortals stands toe-to-toe with them in front of their turret. Lorlo looks like he wants to go in, but they have to realize here they're definitely down in levels. It's going to affect the abilities. And what can be used onto Phoenix right away? Adrian uses all summoner spells to get himself into the fight. Huni and Wild Turtle are very low. It's going to be Lorlo trying to go deep into the fight. Nobody can really follow him. And a lot of summoners used by
Reignover
just to get into range.
He didn't want to do that.
He wanted to refund that ticket as soon as he got on the ride.
Reignover's going to gift one back. No big deal. But
And when you ulti the damage dealer, well, you're taking less damage, so he wouldn't have died. But oh my god. That's commitment.
That's called pulling the trigger.
yeah, there used to be needy carry there, but no longer.
He had flash too.
It's going to be a very dangerous way to fight if he does not have Matt's ultimate regularly. Lorlo goes in.
No, turret!
No, he hit it on the turret. They might have wanted that damage. Reignover is low. Nice ultimate coming in for Phoenix, but he puts himself very dangerous here. The double kill could be worth, but there's enough DPS to drop this turret with a really rough early game. We saw him come out of it early, and he's been able to stay consistent as that Maokai. Hopefully he is what the team needs when they get
in. Turtle.
Fights.
What?
Phoenix flexing his muscles there.
There's definitely been a change in that mentality from the reserve turtle who would hide in his shell to this guy that comes out and tries to break open plays for himself. It can still get him in a little bit of danger. Adrian with a nice monsoon on this one, and it looks like with Piglet coming in, they got good damage here on the backside. The split puts Dardoch in a bad spot. The Fade's call, and it's on Reignover. The binding locks him up on the wall. Adrian doing what he can. One last storm shield. The rappel is up, and Adrian will completely fall. No, he stays alive. It's going to be all down. How is Immortals turning this? Turtle again in the front. The shell is even up.
What a cue!
stop that time, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be finished. Does Turtle take the journey? He does. The binding against the wall. What is he doing in the pit alone? Suicide on this one.
Dragon!
He goes down. Lorlo takes him out. And Turtle going way too hard.
He got interrupted by the Dragon knockup in his E. We're seeing the Phantom Dancer second, which gives Graves so much attack speed, which makes it so his auto attack reload has actually a very nice fluidity to it. But look at this, Piglet caught by
Oh my God, rain over! Right over the shoulder of Team Liquid members onto Piglet. The next target is Matt. It's gonna be more before Huni goes down. No, he falls quick.
They still have Dardoch.
Onto Lorlo. Where is Phoenix? He's coming around the backside with a bunch of damage with Dardoch. Now it's a 2v2. They're standing tall. They're trying to finish off the kill. And it's gonna be rain over once again with the sliver of health.
He's gonna try to kill him.
Turtle gets fishing. Turtle gets the kill. What a fight from Immortals. Liquid gets aced.
These fights are ridiculously close.
Yeah, that Elise wouldn't flash Cocoon, but it is Immortals.
TP.
They're
TP
going to do anything that they can. It's on to Turtle. This is a great chance for Team Liquid to bite back and get themselves in the game. Pole Belter's locked in. He's going to have a lot of crowd control right here, but flashes over the wall immediately before Lorlo can get there. The minion wave is following shortly behind. They should be able to open up the map a little bit.
They think this is their chance. They caught Turtle. We'll see if they can make it happen.
They haven't swept it. Phoenix goes in. Whoa!
Seemed like they're a little disjointed there. He can't clear as much ground as the Claw. They're on to Belter. Throws his shield down. Sarah's embraced as well. Rainover's in the middle of the fight right now with Huni getting attacked by Dardoch. He gets over the wall. Also a short flash there. Getting himself into a safe situation, but even safer.
They did nothing to Pobelter there, and Pobelter's still 100% okay, and they're looking for more. He can't get the pit.
He's looking for a bit more power, and it's Piglet. Piglet goes down once again as the team not even leaves him out to dry, are moving just quicker.
Whether Piglet was late or his team was early, they needed to be together, and Tardoch's gonna get caught now as here comes Huni.
Oh, they're forced to fight in this as well. Since they stayed, Lorlo went right onto Huni. Dardoch could get out of this one. Phoenix to the other side, but they are just going in one after the other to help each other. But it's just causing more hurt. Very interesting the way it came in. Liquid was super strong, coming in very confident as well.
They seem mad.
And it could be a journey over the wall. Nobody really behind them, but Dardoch, and they kind of want to get out as fast as they went in here. A lot of damage coming in. Immortals still want this fight right in front of the turret. They want Liquid to use all of their resources so they can get it and push on through the inhibitor. But will Liquid let it happen? Immortals is gonna make it happen. They're going for Piglet. Huni hits the barrel right past Liquid's members, and it takes down Piglet. That's 3 members down. Liquid is scattering to keep themselves alive, and Immortals are just going to walk up to the front door and ace Team Liquid.
And they have minions in the bot side here. This might be Immortals. They were first place in the regular season. They faltered in the semifinals, but they're gonna take down Team Liquid and claim 20 more championship points.
They're back, and they're back in a big way. It's gonna be a clean 3-0 for Immortals, coming together. Turtle coming up huge. The whole team looking godlike in this series. That's gonna be it. 3-0 for Immortals over Team Liquid.
A good game, well played across the board between these two teams, and I think at the end of that game, I was looking back to champion selects, and I was thinking, they've got Phoenix on things he hardly played this year. A Cass, a LeBlanc that we only saw in the semis versus CLG, and a Lissandra that was played twice.